Good morning. It's Saturday morning, April 2nd, 2022, and it's time for your morning walk with me, Sophfronia. So, last month, I was at Alma College visiting a class that had read Toni Morrison's Jazz. And I told them that if this book has totally bewildered you, that's okay. I invite you to come back to it in a few years and see how it reads to you then. And the reason I told them that is because that's what happened to me. I bought Jazz when it first came out, and I started reading that book, and there was a part where it just felt like the story had turned in upon itself. It was just really confusing to me. I almost wanted to just throw that book across the room. It's like, okay, Toni Morrison is asking too much of me. I can't read this book. But I kept the book. And years down the line, when I started to focus seriously on writing fiction, and I was working on the novel that eventually became Unforgivable Love, I knew that there was a feeling that I wanted my book to have, and that feeling had to do with music, with jazz, because Unforgivable Love takes place in Harlem and in the 1940s. And I thought, I know a book that has that feeling. What is that book? And I realized it was jazz. And I took that book off the shelf and I read it in a day. And I totally got it. I totally felt that book. And I was shocked and surprised because the book has not changed. Toni Morrison didn't go in there and sneak into my library and rewrite it. What it changed was me. And I just thought it was a tremendous chance to learn something new about myself. And I invite you, if you're thinking about the next thing you want to read and you're thinking about the next new book or the next hot show you want to watch, why don't instead you go back to something that you had tried to read or consume a few years ago that you did not like, and you don't even know maybe why you didn't like it, and just see if you view it differently. I caught the Wings of the Dove, the film starring Helena Bonham Carter that was based on the Henry James book. I just happened to come across it on TV just a week or so ago. And it's not like I'd seen this film years and years ago, and it's not like I didn't like it, but I was watching it again and I realized it was different to me. I used to not understand why the guy fell in love with the American who was dying. But because I have a different sensibility now around an experience of different experiences of both life and death, I understood his sensibility about her, and I found it extremely poignant. And the other difference, of course, is I'd never been to Venice before. And now that I've done one writer's retreat in Italy, in Venice, and I've been there and I've felt the mystery and the romance and the energy that's so enlivening, that I viewed that movie in a totally different way. But I also appreciated this thing about myself that I didn't recognize before. And I don't know, I just felt like, okay, I've grown, and where am I going to go from here? So that's something to think about. And I think it's a good time to think about these things because it is spring, and it's time to think about new growth and life and new opportunities. Oh, I am going back to Italy in September. If you would like to join me, I'll put a link in the comments. It's called the Write of Your Life Writers Retreat. And you can check out those details and come celebrate some romance and glory and writing in Italy. I'm going to keep walking. I'm going back to Michigan next week, so maybe I'll talk to you from there. I'll see you soon. Bye.